Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. And what I want to do today is give you some quick post-shave tips for how to take care of your gear, because this question comes up a lot. What do I do with my gear after the shave? Do I rinse it? Do I leave the blade in? I'm going to show you what I do and what keeps my gear looking good. First of all, the brush. And I just finished shaving and the soap is full of brush. We're going to rinse this brush out thoroughly, then I'll show you how to handle it. Stay tuned. Alright, so we rinsed our brush out thoroughly, and what I do is I just squeeze the water out. Now don't pull down when you're squeezing, just squeeze it at the base, get any excess water out. And I take a hand towel like this and just do this. And after a few seconds you'll get some of that residual water out. And notice how your brush looks. If you see fibers, especially if it's synthetic, that's clumped together, rinse it again. It means the soap's still left. But when it looks like that, after you've done this, you're good to go. And I have a little stand like this. And what I do is I just hang my brush like so and leave it for the day. And that brush will go back on the rack after it dries out. Now a synthetic dries out much faster. Natural hair you need to let dry at least 24 hours before you use it again, preferably longer. All right, on the razor, one of the things people don't realize is even when you rinse it under the sink, a lot of times there's still residue under, and I don't know if you can see that there, but you can see here at the very top, even though I've rinsed this under the sink, there's still some lather residue in there. Now that's not a good thing for your razor, or especially if you're leaving a blade in for a period of days. So we take the blade out and we will just rinse it off. No big deal. Stand by. So we take the blade out, set it aside. It's been rinsed. I don't pat it or anything. I just let it air dry. And what I do to keep track of how many shaves I have on a blade is I just use a little die. So today was the first use of that blade. I'll just show a 1, and I leave it setting by the blade. That way I know how many shaves I have on it. Now for the razor, I'll go ahead and rinse it. And then what I'll do is take a soft bristle, toothbrush, and just gently sort of scrub it. And you want to make sure you get back here and in those, sort of nooks and crannies. And preferably go ahead and do this while you're rinsing it, but to show you, I'm just going to do it here. And you can do the handle anywhere you've gotten lather. Just go ahead and use that toothbrush under the water and scrub it clean. Again, soft bristle toothbrush, which won't hurt the finish. You don't need to put anything on it. Just a toothbrush and warm water will do. Once we do that, let's rinse it again. And now all that lather has been removed from the razor. You won't get a bunch of buildup on it. And I have a razor stand. But before I put it in the stand, I'll also just take my hand towel and just dry it off a little. Shake it out a little, make sure there's no lather or water, I should say, still in there. And I'll put it in this stand and leave it out to dry again for at least a day. And it's as simple as that, folks. If you take care of your equipment will take care of you for a long time to come. I don't recommend that you leave blades and razors. And as you saw, even after I rinsed it, there was still lather residue under the head. So if you're going to have to take the razor apart, why not just leave it apart and let it dry out? To me, it makes no sense whatsoever not to do so. It only takes a minute to do this maintenance, and this will keep your stuff looking good. Thanks guys for watching. You guys have a great day.